come with love. Always we come with love. We come by the power of love. And it is the love within our hearts also that is beautifully combined together. Always remember, dear ones, there is no separation in love. Love is love, whether it be upon your earth plane, whether it be in the world of spirit. It is that almighty power that fills the universe in which you live. It fills all universes. Some are aware, some are not. But the purpose of us melding in to the earthly vibrations is to assist, to bring about the awakening of those that walk in darkness. Alas, we would like to make it a very speedy process, but we cannot do this. We can only be ready and willing, and we are able to enhance those when they are ready to accept. It is the acceptance of those that walk in the physical body, their decision, not necessarily on a conscious level, but deep within their soul, when they have come to the time when they feel very ready, very, very ready indeed. And this is a wondrous thing, for we can see when it is about to break forth, as you might look at a flower and know that the bud is all ready to break, to open, to expand its petals. That, of course, is on a much smaller scale, but it gives you some conception. For it is not a sudden thing, such as you might turn on your power, your physical material power, to lighten your dwelling place. It is a process, and it takes place degree by degree. So, of course, patience is required. Patience, not only for you in life, is also for we in the spirit world. For should we try to rush, we do not make our mark, as it were. And it is precisely the same for you. If you try to accelerate something, you will find that you do not gel together with the contact. Now this is something similar to your own power that you use for your lighting of your earth plane and your necessities of life that you consider them to be. You must have all that which is necessary. You can have the power, but if you do not have the essential equipment, the power will mean nothing. You must have the accessories to go with it. You must have a bulb, as you may call it, the necessary fixtures to go with it, a switch to turn it on and off. And without these things, it is useless to you. But when you have these things, the most extraordinary things can take place. And so it is, dear ones, that within your own being, you too must be in a necessary state of consciousness to receive and to radiate the light that exists, to the full volume that you can allow to happen with your own faculties. And of course it is the same. If your wattage is of a higher number, then that light, that equipment can shine forth with greater power. Like yourselves, when you attune yourself and pursue the spiritual path with greater intent, with greater devotion, with greater focus, with greater love, then your own being can radiate greater light. If you can put things of life into the same sort of context as the spiritual happenings, it will help you on your journey. You will see very clearly how you can improve yourselves, how you can become a more holy figure, as it were. It does not mean, of course, that you use your words in ways that are, you may consider to be above others. Oh, indeed not. For you must always adapt yourself. And you can, each one of you, adapt yourself so that others may follow your good intention.
And so, dear ones, with this great, great wonder, you can bring forth a greater light to your earth. There are many on your planet that are very, very confused. And not only confused with the daily life, but confused with their own spiritual intentions. And they need this great light. They need it to be the truth. Now, we do not suggest to you that you're extending your words as you seem in your own mind to be proper, in accordance with your own understanding. But send this great love to them, that they may raise their own vibrations by the love that comes forth. You can make a difference. You may look at your lives and think that there is little that you can do for those that are experiencing that which is most disturbing to you. But you can make a difference. You may look at yourselves and consider that your own power, your own expression, your own generating of the great power is not sufficient. But indeed, when you are participating in this way, or you are sitting quietly by yourself, it will unite together with others throughout this world and make a massive difference. If you fill the darkness with the power of light, then there is no darkness there. You would understand this in your daily lives. So we say to you, dear ones, do your utmost
to make this wondrous difference, this glorious difference. Dear, dear ones, if we could only convey to you the changes that you can create, you must all remember that you are the outcome of the great Creator, and therefore you too are creators. So we say to you, adapt yourselves to this line of thinking, and you will accomplish. You may never know that which you do accomplish, but your world is in so much turmoil, and your neighbors that were once afar now live close to you. For the world has the ability to allow its peoples to extend themselves and their bodily selves from one place to another in an extraordinarily short time. And so it brings people even closer together than ever before in all existence. These are new possibilities, and these are new happenings, and even greater possibilities will take place. So it is essential for you to think not across your world, but that they are close at hand. For in so doing, that brings about the adjacent living of each being. You are not thinking in your mind to extend far and wide. It is there. When your thought is there, it is there. There is no delay. There is no thinking to yourself, I will send this far across the earth, the planet, in far-reaching areas. For you are making them far-reaching when you think along these lines. So we say to you, dear ones, think that they are adjacent to you. And that love, that light, that power that you send is there. Immediately the thought comes to your mind. So we say these things to you to give you greater understanding, for it is vitally needed in your world. The balance, the harmony must and will be restored. But it will not just happen of its own accord. It is according to those that walk in the light. It is according to those who understand, all being beacons of light everywhere, that will bring about the steadiness, the peace, the understanding to the peoples of the earth. Many gather in the spirit world every time your thoughts are such that you are sending forth that loving light. And when you are not thinking of it, but you aspire to living in it and radiating it at all times, then they are with you. For remembering always that like attracts like, and love attracts love, light attracts light. Consequently, darkness attracts darkness. So use your wonderful power. We know that you are small in number here this evening, but really the number is of no great consequence. You are here because you were intended to be here this very evening. As with all those in the spirit world and the angelic kingdom that have gathered here with you, there are multitudes. So think in terms of multitudes joining with you whenever you are participating. And you are never alone. Remember this, dear ones. Your call will be heard. Your intention will be felt. For the vibration of feeling, intention, is naturally received by those of the light. So we have many, many forms that you would not even understand or comprehend in your worldly life. So we do not go into all those possibilities, for it would simply confuse you, and nothing would assist you more greatly than knowing the fundamental truth and following that. And so, dear ones, we come to you always to encourage you, to give you greater strength, and for you to know that life is not intended to be a lonely life where you are alone. It is intended that you have the company of that which you seek. Human beings were not intended to live alone. If that were so, then you would not have your loving guides to be at your side. You would not have your loved ones that can be closer than you breathe. You would not have the angels of love to be with you. It would not be designed in this manner. So though you can have your quiet, still times deep within yourself, know that your company of loved ones, companions of the light, are close at hand. And that surely is a beautiful way to live life, to truly know that your journey is not a lone journey, that there is comfort, there are blessings, and therefore there should be joy in your hearts, that you know this as being the truth. And in this divine wonderment, let your hearts be gladdened, let your souls rejoice, and let your spirits rise, and all your being will be truly uplifted for the greater good of yourselves. And when for yourselves, it is naturally for the greater good of others. For you cannot keep it to yourselves. You receive it freely. And if you do not give it, you will not continually receive it. It will become stagnant and stale. So keep it on the move. Keep it flowing. And you will be amazed at the heights that you can attain. And sometimes these heights of upliftment can be when you are in very ordinary places upon your earth. It does not always take place in a loving sanctuary such as this. Yes, of course it will, but be prepared and willing to accept that it can be anywhere where you exist, for it is everywhere in existence. And so it is with this great power of love that we come. We withdraw, step aside, and in this peace, this love, let yourselves reside, and let it reside within you. That you are one with the allness, the fullness, and the truth of your own being. May blessings be to each and every one of you present here.